Hey everybody, welcome back. This is Miss Faye and this is my world. Okay, today we're going to talk about the narcissist. Is he a narcissist? Okay, now before we get started, I want to say welcome. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to all the new viewers. Welcome to all of the new subscribers. And welcome to you who have been with me from the beginning. I really appreciate you. Now, those of you who are new to the channel, I will answer your relationship questions. So, at the end of this video, I will show you a link where you can send in your questions. And I will either answer your questions online or I will answer them privately through the email. Okay? Now, those of you who are interested in these caps, they are now available in my online store. Just go to the description. At the bottom, you'll see a link that says online store. Just click on the link and there you go. Okay, so now let's get started with this message. Is he a narcissist? Okay. First, I want to explain that I am a spiritualist, and I will speak to you through a spiritual perspective. Okay? Now, let's define what a narcissist is. All right? A narcissist. Now, I'm talking about not a person with the narcissistic traits. I'll get to that. But a full-blown narcissist. This is a person who has experienced trauma early in life, when they were like really small children. Some kind of trauma. It could have been an abusive trauma, a sexual trauma, or something that was traumatic to the kids. Or the kids could be raised in a really violent and abusive household. That could be traumatic to a child. Now, what happens in instances like this? The child is feeling helpless, okay, and depressed. During that time, this spirit, the evil spirit is already in the house because of what's going on. Now, this spirit will go to this child and comfort the child. Now, let me explain something about the spirit too. The spirit can come alone, or the spirit can come in the form of another person. But in any regard, it comes to the child as a friend, a comforting friend. But then the spirit has to be accepted by the child. And see, the child is confused and looking for some kind of peace of mind, and the spirit is offering this. See, this is all a spiritual thing. Once the child has accepted this spirit is taking control of the child. And as the child grows up, and you'll see these type of children, they'll be liars, compulsive liars, even at a very young age. They'll be very sexualized at a very young age. They'll do things that normal children their age wouldn't do. Some of them are very destructive. They don't like animals, they're hurt animals, and all kind of crazy things that you'll see children do that will call your attention to, but you don't know what it is. Okay? Now, here we go. Now they're grown. Now we're going to concentrate on the male. All right, now he's grown. And now a narcissist, what I want to this spirit in the narcissist requires emotional supply. That's what it requires. Now, this spirit is a destructive spirit. You see? Now, as long as the narcissist can feed the spirit supply, then the narcissist is somewhat at peace. Somewhat, as long as it's complying with the demands of the spirit. You understand? And that spirit could demand anything. That's why some narcissists are closeted gay folks. And we call these men DL men because they are secretly homosexual. But that's the spirit. Okay? I wanted you to understand the capabilities of a narcissist. And then you can determine whether you're with one or not. Okay? A narcissist will physically abuse you, emotionally abuse you, and sexually abuse you. Okay? Now, it may not be all three at all times, but the narcissist does these three things. Okay? Now, all narcissists are not physically abusive, and all narcissists are not sexually abusive. But many of the narcissists that I have come in contact with are emotionally abusive. Emotionally abusive. Okay? And if you want to determine whether the man that you're with is a narcissist, and I get a lot of letters from people say, is he a narcissist? Well, this is the thing I want you to understand. If this person suffered a traumatic incident early in their childhood, very early, I'm saying about 4, 5, 6 years old, I'm talking about very early like that, it's a very good possibility that they are a full-blown narcissist. Now, there are people out here who have taken on narcissistic characteristics. And these people can be, these people they can be just like the narcissist, really. The only difference is, I believe, now this is my personal belief, I believe that if a person only has narcissistic characteristics, that it's possible that they can be saved from that. But if they are a full-blown narcissist, which means that this demonic energy has taken them over, they are possessed. Possessed. Now, you see, it's hard for people to understand that because our definition of possession is somebody that's running around and is acting crazy, the head spinning all around and vomiting green goop. No. No. There are people that you see every day that are possessed. Okay? By evil spirits. And you can tell it by their deeds. Now, the narcissist, that's how you can tell a narcissist, by his deeds. Now, a person with narcissistic traits, these people learn these traits because they figure it's the way to be successful. To be aggressive, to step all over people if you have to, stab people in the back if you have to, whatever you have to do to be successful. They feel like the narcissist has the key to that. So they want to embrace the narcissistic traits to succeed in life. But this is something that, it's a folly because it's not true. You don't need to be a narcissist to be successful. But a lot of men are embracing that. You see? Men are listening to other men and telling them, oh, don't be a simp. They got this word out, a simp. What is a simp? A man that is caring, understanding, and supportive. Is that what a simp is? Because if that's the definition, if he is caring and kind and lovable and honest, that's the kind of man we want. We'd rather have the simp man. These other men, they feel like they need to be more aggressive. They need to control you. These are narcissistic tendencies. You understand? And the narcissist wants to destroy you. You understand? That's a difference between a person that has the tendencies and a full-blown narcissist. The full-blown narcissist wants to take advantage of you financially. He wants to have sex with you on demand, but he's also sexing everybody else that he comes in contact with at the same time as you. Okay? And the narcissist could be physically abusive and definitely emotionally abusive. Narcissists will also sexually abuse their children. These are full-blown narcissists because they are fully possessed by the demon. I just want you to understand there is a difference. Now, the full-blown narcissists, they have some signs because they have a stare. A stare that they're just... Now, when I was with my narcissist, he would do this stare, and when I look at him, you know, his eyes would switch. I know that one of the followers commented on that, and I forget what comment they made about that. But I remember his eyes would do this all the time when he's staring. And I would ask him, why's your eyes doing that? And he wasn't aware that it was doing that. But I still think I was looking in the face of a demon when I saw that. Because the demon was certainly there. And I had one lady wrote a letter and said that her spouse's eyes would turn black when he got angry. These are demons. And remember, people, the eyes are the windows to the soul. Okay? A narcissist cannot give you love, respect, and all of that because, number one, it's a demon. The demon is out to search and destroy. You see? So the narcissist is all about manipulating you, controlling you, and tearing you down to nothing, using up all of your resources. You see, the objective of the narcissist is to leave you dead, just where you can't function. Crazy if he can, because a lot of things that the narcissist does makes you feel like maybe you're losing your mind. Because you'll say things and he'll say, I never said that. You said that. You know, things like that, those mind games. And just to leave you in confusion all the time. The narcissist will blame you for things that never happened. And you know it never happened, but the narcissist will try to confuse you and make you believe that you did something to make it happen. They will never apologize. There's no need to apologize. Whatever the narcissist does to you is intentional. And you need to understand that. You understand? Don't look for an apology if you are with a narcissist. And even men with narcissistic characteristics, they're not taught to apologize because they look at that as being weak. Weak to apologize. But you want a man who has a heart. You understand? Who is not afraid or ashamed to come and say, I'm sorry. I apologize. You see? Because that man shows that he is caring enough about you and your feelings that he wouldn't do anything to hurt you. But the narcissist will intentionally hurt you. And it will never stop. Okay? Now, we did get some letters in today. So let's dig into the letters. All right? And see what we got going here. Okay. This letter is entitled, A Parent with an Adult Narcissist Child. Okay. I have an old dear friend who has a 33-year-old son that I believe is a narcissist. He has been indulged since the day he was born. He has an entitled attitude, thinks he's smarter than everyone, but can't seem to keep a job for long. His parents have been supporting him since he left home. He moved back in with his parents 6 months ago with a wife in tow. It sounds like he might have been an only child. That's what it kind of sounds like to me. I don't know. You're not saying that, but kind of sounds like that. They gave the two 90 days to get jobs and save enough money to get on their feet. Whatever they saved, the parents said that they would match it dollar for dollar. The son and wife are each working a part-time job. They are into smoking pot and doing other drugs. My friend wants to get them out of her house, but doesn't know what to do to get them out. Okay, let's go on with this. My friend's husband just passed away from cancer, so now it's just her. The son is very manipulative and says he smokes pot due to depression and anxiety. My friend is a doctor. She is coming to visit me for a week in July. I never bring up her son, but I'm afraid she will while she's here. I don't like her son. I never have. She defends him 1 minute and the next minute is voicing her concerns. Yeah, but as a friend, you just listen. Don't contribute. She would never admit that she was not a perfect mother. I don't want to lose my friend, but I'm afraid I will say the wrong thing and put her on the defensive, especially if I say I believe he is a narcissist and very manipulative. Would you give me some advice on handling this situation? I will soon be in. Oh, yes, ma'am. I can tell you. Now listen to me. You need to stay out of this. Period. Okay. This is your friend. This is her son that she loves. I don't care how much she complains about him. I don't care what she tell you that he's done or that he's going to do or about the wife or anything. If you want to keep your friend, stay out of it. Whatever she says, just say, oh, wow, that's too bad. Keep it like that. Don't give her your opinion. And please don't tell her you don't like her son. Don't do it. Don't do it. I'm going to tell you because I'm a mother and I have sons. And I have always been very defensive when it comes to my sons. Okay? And it sounds like she is too. I don't care what he does. She is going to defend her son. And there's nothing that you can say that's going to change her mind about her son. It's something that you can say that would change her mind about you. If this woman is like me, it's nothing that anybody is going to say that's going to turn her against her son. Now, she says she wants them out, but she wants them out to, I can understand it. You want them out, but you're not going to force them out. You're not going to grab up their things and throw them out in the street. She's not going to do that. And she's not looking for that kind of advice. It seems that she just wants to vent to her friend. She just wants a listening ear and to know that you support her. And please don't make any indications like she's a bad mother. That's a wrong idea. That somehow then she didn't raise him right. That's people. We raise our children the best way we know how. And what we try to do is raise them better than we were raised. Okay? So she's doing the best she can, and she has her reasons, you see? And for you, if you want to be her friend from now on, stay out of that. Just know she loves her son, and she is not going against him. I don't care what she says to you. Okay? You just be supportive. and she will love you for that. Okay? I hope that that helps, and I hope that you understand that. All right, let's look at another letter here. Okay. I've been married for 34 years. I was very young when I got married. I didn't see things that I see now. It was always there, but I'm saying when I get around my husband, I can't remember. I get so annoyed when he calls my name or when he calls me on the phone. He makes me lose my chain of thoughts, and I can't remember, and I lose everything. I can't sleep when he's around. When he works late, I get the best sleep and I'm at peace. When I'm around him, I feel drained and I'm not happy. I don't smile. You know, there is such a thing as an energy vampire. And narcissists are energy vampires. And they do make you feel drained. And when they come around, their energy can make you feel the way that you feel here in this letter, where you just don't feel good when that energy is around you. Because if he's a narcissist, it's an evil energy. Okay? Let's see. And you say you're not happy and you don't smile when he's around. The narcissist can take that smile right off your face. Okay? To me, it seems like he's disturbing my peace. Apparently he is. My husband doesn't have a nice personality, but he never has. I see that now. I am a very happy and nice person. He will argue about silly things. I don't know if he's a narc or what. I can ask him something like, "Is this time okay?" And he says yes. And then after I planned it, he will come up with 50 million reasons why he can't. And I'm just like, I just asked you. What do you think? Well, it seems like he is toxic. Whether he's a narc or not, I can't tell from the letter. But if he makes you miserable, it's toxic. It is toxic. And it's good that when he go to work or whatever, then you can rest. You understand? And you can kind of be away from that toxicity. But I hope that you are on a spiritual journey and you're raising your vibrations and being more positive. Again, I put it in the video to start your spiritual awakening. And this will really protect you against toxicity. It really will, even if you're living in the same house with him. Okay? So I'll put that in the description and I hope that it helps you. But yeah, your husband, he could be a narc, but he's toxic if he's making you feel this way. And it's best for you to, put your focus on other things if you can, and not so much on him. That will help you. And if you start your spiritual awakening, that will make you stronger. Okay? All right. Let's go to our last letter now. One issue that, this is a young lady. One issue that I frequently have while dating is men claiming they want a real relationship when they really just want sex. That's what I've been telling you. I don't care what they say. They want sex. Or thinking they're entitled to sex after paying for a date. What I never understood is why do men who just want sex always go after women who are looking for something serious? Listen, when men are hunters, and now just think about this. Just think about the hunter out in the woods and he's trying to find game. He's not looking for the ones who are seriously wanting to be hunted. He's shooting whoever he sees. You understand? That's how a man is approaching women. He can't tell the difference between whether you are a loose woman or not, or a woman who's practicing celibacy. He doesn't know these things until you tell him. You understand? So you can't blame the man for coming up to you and trying to get sex. They all want that. It's up to the women to redirect that energy. You understand? You have the power. That's what I've been trying to explain to you women. You have the power, not him. You understand? So let's see what else you say here. There are plenty of women who will sleep with them for far less or even nothing. So why do they not just go after those type of women? This is why. Because they can't tell the difference. To them, you understand? Where that is concerned, where sex is concerned, you're pretty much the same. And this is what is on man's mind most of the time. Okay, ladies, know that men want sex. Okay? But ladies, it's up to you to comply to that or not. You don't fault the man for wanting sex because that is his natural motivator. It's sex. So you can't fault him for that. He came here with that urge. But it's up to you, ladies, to redirect that energy into caring about you. Caring about you. But don't expect for the man to just roll up on you and just be everything to you and not want sex. Any man that approaches you in the back of his mind, whether it's in the back or the forefront or the side or whatever, he wants sex. Get that through your head. He wants it. Okay? That's why he's approaching you. But if you know how to redirect that energy, the man will find you have more qualities than just sex. You see? And then he can begin to know you and care for you before you even talk about sex. Now, another thing you said in your letter, that men that pay for a date, they want sex. Okay, you know how you overcome that? Before you even go on a date, tell a man you're celibate. Now, if he just wants sex, he won't ask you for the date. Now, if you go out on a date with the man and you're sitting there, before you even, when you order, you might order drinks, whatever little drink or cocktail or whatever you're going to order. Tell him then, listen, you can work it into the conversation because he's going to be, tell me about you and what you like and things like, say, well, I just want you to know that I'm celibate. Tell him right there. Then you can see how he reacts to that. You understand? If he just gonna say, check please, and then that's it, I doubt it. If he's a quality type man, he'll play it off. He'll go on and have the dinner, you understand? But he'll know in his mind he's not going to get sex. So if he is a quality man and he is really wants to get to know you, that won't be an issue. He'll keep on with the date, and then, and if he asks you out for a second date after that date, then you know that he's pretty much interested in knowing you. Okay? And he needs to pay for all of these dates. Don't you offer to pay the tip, the valet, or anybody. It's his responsibility. And I'm going to tell you, if you happen to go out with a man who asks you to pay anything in the date, you pick up your purse and leave. Okay? On the first date, I ask ladies, until you get to know the man, you drive yourself to the date. You understand? Because you don't know how he's going to react to the news. So you want to guard yourself. You want to know that you got your own way home. You don't have to rely on him to get to the date or from the date. Okay? Now that's safe. That's a safety measure. But yeah, as soon as the opportunity arises, let this man know you're celibate. Because if you don't, he's thinking sex. He's thinking, how long is it going to take me to get sex from this one? You understand? And how much is it going to cost me to get sex from this one? But if you're telling him that you're celibate, and if he is the type of man that is looking for a relationship, he will work with you. He will. He will. And this way you can weed out a lot of these toxic people that are just in it to take advantage of you. Okay? So I hope that you understand that about the date. Let him know in the beginning that you're not going to have sex with him. You see? And then see if he wants to continue with the date. And if he doesn't, you look at this like it is a blessing. Rejection is divine protection. Somebody's looking out for you because you made the right choice by telling him you weren't going to have sex with him. And you're showing that you love yourself. You understand? You love yourself enough to tell this man that you're not going to have sex with him. Now, if he runs away, he wasn't the man for you in the first place. And you were just saved from a lot of heartbreak down the road. He was just going to have sex with you, use you, whatever, and leave. You see, these men don't fall in love with you just because they had sex with you. We are groomed to believe that through television and movies and music and all that. That sex is the way to love. And it's not, ladies. It's not. So I hope that you understand this message today. Is he a narcissist? He very well could be, or he very well could have narcissistic tendencies. A lot of men are being groomed for that, for success. And then they just bring these harsh tendencies home to us. And ladies, we don't have to take it. I hope that you can understand that, ladies. Just because a man comes over and you have a good time sexually with him, it doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean a man cares for you. Let me tell you, a man will have sex with a woman that he can't stand. He'll have sex with a woman that is not attractive to him. It doesn't matter. To a man, sex is sex. That's it. He can have sex without any emotional tie whatsoever. But women don't. When women have sex, the emotions get involved. Because we are emotional creatures. There's no way to avoid that. You see? That's why you get hurt when you realize that the man has just been using you for sex. You understand? That's why I say, ladies, pull yourself back. Respect yourself. Don't keep giving your treasure away like that to just anybody that comes along. Okay? So I hope that this message helps you today. And those of you who have questions that you would like for me to answer, here is the link. Send your questions to MissFayesWorld@hotmail.com. That's MissFayesWorld@hotmail.com. And try to keep your letters to one page. Just summarize the situation and ask the question. And if you prefer that I answer your question through the email, make sure you just put it at the top of the email. Please respond through the email and I will comply. And for the rest, if I feel that your response will help the collective, I will read your letter online as I have done today and answer it here. Okay? So I wish you well. I hope that this message helps someone. I thank you for supporting this channel. I thank you for your comments, your letters, and your donations. And I hope to see you next time.